Hello, motherfuckers. This is Beardedbollox episode 4. I am Bearded James.
And I'm Bearded Aaron, and we're bringing you some
Beardedbollox. I just want to start this week by saying that we're now officially on iTunes, so you can go and search us on iTunes, obviously at Beardedbollox, and download our shit on there.
Right, we're going to start this week with Wanking with James. What are you wanking off this week then, Bearded James?
As you know from last week's one, I'm gonna try and get a few games and a movie done. So the main game I've chosen to talk about, which was released on Friday in the UK and Tuesday in the US, I believe, was WWE 12. I'm a big fan of the SmackDown, as what they were called. Big fan of them games anyway, so I'm going to be a bit biased towards it, but I'm going to try and be honest. They've improved the online a lot. Like last year, whenever you played online, it was like you press square and like it'd have a couple of seconds of lag before it'd actually do what square is supposed to do. And then this year it's kind of more active and it's actually become fun rather than before it was just an annoyance. They've improved the story mode, so it actually feels like an episode of Raw or SmackDown or whatever it is you're playing, rather than that road to... It's still called Road to WrestleMania like in the last game, but they've made it more fluent, and rather than picking a superstar you go through with it, it's got like 5 set superstars and that rolls out as like 4 years worth of wrestling sort of thing, and it's just constant. The story modes are better than how they normally do it. It's got a better like depth of characters in the game. Like there's, instead of just having 25 superstar or wrestlers, should I say, superstars, 25 wrestlers and then a few legends chucked in, they've made sure they've got like an equal mix of both, and they've got loads of people in it like Brock Lesnar and The Rock and Mick Foley that they're all bringing back into the game sort of thing, that are welcome additions to it. And then what else have we got to talk about? Yeah, they've kept the edit threads in. I know it's not much, but to anyone who's very fine about their choosing, then it's like you can change the colour of whatever they're wearing and whatnot, and it's a nice little touch to it. And I think I think you'll agree, Bearded Aaron, that the name is a hell of a lot better being WWE 12 rather than WWE SmackDown versus Raw versus ECW versus WCW 2000, whatever the year is.
Featuring The Rock and...
Yeah, it's a lot more easier to get your tongue around. Things I didn't like about the game...
Like my cock?
Like Aaron's cock. Things I didn't like about the game is some of the loading times in it. Like when you're on the universe mode and you're waiting for a match to load, that can take the piss sometimes.
Is it like Duke Nukem loading times?
No, not as bad as that. But it takes a lot longer than it should do. And another thing that pissed me off is the fact we've got to wait so long for the DLCs to come out. So all these superstars that have been in like advertising all over there, all these legends, aren't going to be on it until like January's the first DLC. So we've got a long wait for them. But overall, I'd probably give it like...
Out of 7, what would you give it?
Out of 7?
7. Just pick a number. Out of 7, what are you going to give it?
Out of 7. Can't we just say 10?
Nope, 7.
Right, 7. I'm going to give it 6 tugs out of 7. The film I'm going to talk about this week is Stateland. I'm going to try and make this quick because I don't want to waste too much time on it. I would compare it to like Zombieland, but the humour taken out of it. It's that sort of thing. It's like a deserted America, and these two guys, one's like a teenager and one's like a man, and they're like rolling through the country killing zombies effectively. But it's got some decent plots to it, and it's a bit more interesting than your regular zombie film, so it's good. It's worth a watch. We're going to go over to Bearded Aaron now with his Bollocks fact of the week.
As always, I've got 2 facts this week. This week they're to do loosely with birds.
I like birds. We can roll with that.
The first fact is it takes 40 minutes to hard boil an ostrich egg.
40 minutes to hard boil an ostrich egg.
Yeah.
Why does it take longer to boil an ostrich egg than it does a normal egg?
Because ostrich eggs are massive.
So that's the only reason? It's just because it's like 5 times the size of a normal egg?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because they're the biggest bird currently knocking about the place, doing its birdie thing. Can't fly, but it's doing a birdie thing.
I've never had an ostrich egg.
I think I've had one once. They are pretty fucking big. They are massive eggs.
Right.
I think I got it off a market in Blackpool.
Bit random, but yeah, go on. Next.
The next fact is swans, geese, ducks, ostriches again, kiwis and cassowaries are the only birds with penises.
But I think no, because a penis doesn't have to be a penis. If you get what I mean. No, you don't get what I mean because I've only just said that. If like
there is a specific definition.
Yeah,
this
yeah,
is a penis,
yeah.
and
But
this is
they're not going to all look the same. So
no, but they're all
can
gonna...
one of the other like all the birds have something that is a penis, but it's not a penis? If you get where I'm going. Surely they've still got to have a piss pipe.
They have got something called a cloaca, which is like an opening with sort of a spirally. So they send the sperm down the cloaca to the female's cloaca.
Oh, and it just goes down like...
Yeah, it just sort of...
A twirl.
Goes, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like rather than penetrative penis sex.
But... So that's science then, that them birds are the only ones with penises.
Yeah, that is a scientific fact.
Right. And
a behavioural fact is that ducks partake in raping other ducks. More specifically, mallards.
was ducks one of the ones with a penis?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh.
And that might be why. But swans and geese and the other ones don't do that, which is a bit odd.
So we're going to go straight back over to Bearded Aaron himself with Bollox Laws of the Week.
Sticking with the animal theme for the first law, in Washington...
Best not be birds again.
Not only birds.
Oh, okay,
but,
carry on.
In Washington, it's legal for a man to have sex with any animal as long as it weighs less than 40 pounds.
But how would they do the maths to work that out? It's going to weigh less than 40 pounds for him to have sex with it.
Yeah, I think if you're really into that, you might weigh it before, if that's something that you're really into. But I think you can get
scales out in the woods.
If it's a small animal, it's all good. Obviously you can't have sex with a bear.
But I thought having sex with animals was against the law full stop.
But they can have laws that don't include that.
I see what you mean, so like
they can
a
have laws
separate law.
A specific thing within another law.
Right, I'm with you.
So
That's a bit weird. Because animals are like innocent. They haven't really got a choice about it.
I think it's a pretty old law.
Right.
I don't think anyone
of modern
follows
day.
the law,
right, okay.
So it doesn't need to be enforced or changed.
I'm with you. Which would make a lot of sense, because that doesn't seem like something that people follow nowadays.
I think in Indonesia, in places around there, it's legal to have sex with an animal once, and then after that, you get nicked, so to speak.
You get nicked?
Yeah.
By the Lithuanian or wherever. Where did you say?
Indonesia.
Indonesian police.
All around the Pacific Isles and all that sort of stuff. You can do it once and then...
That's it, yeah. It's like Spider-Man. Everyone gets one.
If you're curious, you have a go, and that's your lot.
Right.
If you like it, you're stuck. You just sort of change your name and you get another go.
I see. Get a new passport.
I don't think you can pass it round, so if I don't want my go, I can't give it to you.
You have two goes, yeah.
You have
I'll
my
trade
go.
you for a go on a merry-go-round.
Yeah, you have a go with that cow, I'll have a go with your missus. I don't think it works like that.
Have you got another one then?
Yeah, in West Virginia, a person may not hold public office if they have previously participated in a duel.
I take it this is another old one.
Yeah, I don't think...
You don't really have duels nowadays.
Not many people are going around dueling.
So that basically means then you can't be a Prime Minister or a President or any kind of man of law. Oh no, not man of law, that's the wrong word to
any
choose.
sort of political office if you've previously participated in a duel.
But why not? And how would they know you've participated in a duel?
I imagine not private affairs. You need obviously people there to
witness it
to witness and to referee and...
Yeah, I suppose.
People are going to be around when you challenge someone to a duel.
But still, why should that affect your... Surely if you've survived a duel, then you're even better fitting.
But I think it's probably from the days of cowboys and...
Aliens.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Craig and Ford. Knocking about, and obviously they could not hold public office.
That's it, because they duelled too many times.
Yeah, neither can the aliens. It's time for our last segment, Would You Bollocks? This week's Would You Bollocks is, would you rather be fed into a wood chipper feet first, or be run over by a steamroller feet first?
Right, so wood chipper feet first, or steamroller feet first. Right, would both of them leave the rest of you chewed up, or would it be both your legs in both of them scenarios?
All the way through to you. It'd kill you.
So you're dead?
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter?
It's just, would you rather be fed into a wood chipper to die, or be run over by a steamroller?
How big's the wood chipper? Is it big enough for you to fall in and it take like 10 seconds and then Boom.
Yeah, it's a standard wood chipper. Like you get in and it just swallows you up,
Job done.
and you fly out the nozzle.
And the steamrollers. I
Steamroller
would
just
probably go
steamrolls over you.
wood chipper then, because the steamroller would take longer. I would have thought, because they're not that fast, and you're going to feel a hell of a lot. I would imagine.
I would rather go through the steamroller
Why?
because the wood chipper is going to be horrifically painful.
What? And
The steamroller is going to be painful, but it's just going to crush you. It's just going to leave you flat. Like you can.
no, but
Whereas being shredded to bits is going to hurt
I
a lot
suppose.
more.
Well, I think you should change it to like you don't die, but both of them involves you losing your legs. So you can either go through a wood chipper, lose your legs, or be run over by a steamroller, lose your legs.
I'd still rather the steamroller.
I would, in that situation, I would rather the steamroller because then you've just got flat legs and then it can just amputate. Done. Like if you go through a wood chipper,
But that's
It's all just
pre-amputation. They just have to sew it up.
I suppose
But a steamroller for both.
steamroller for both.
Yeah.
I'll go wood chipper if it's death, and steamroller if it's just legs.
Oh, wood chipper is going to be really painful.
But is
And
it?
you're going to just
Because-
see yourself flying out the nozzle. That's the thing as well.
See,
You
but
go,
see
there's
your
a bit
legs.
of my toe going.
No, but
Are you just going to be a pile of mush?
but you're going to feel every one of your bones just cracking away and.
rather than them being torn to shreds with all your muscles.
Yeah, I suppose you've got a point, but yeah, I'm gonna stick with shredder if I'm dying, steamroller if it's just legs.
Can I not tempt you into the steamroller with me?
No.
You're not going to get me anywhere near a shredder.
Because with a shredder, I could just jump, done.
But it doesn't go as fast as done.
No, but
It's not a paper shredder.
but it seems like it would be like that. Like,
But
Done.
it's meant to go through wood, not bone.
yeah, but I would imagine it'd go through. Oh, no, then again, I suppose you're right. You are tempting me towards the steamroller, but I'd probably still go to the shredder.
I think on that note then.
We're gonna wrap it up.
Yeah.
I have been Bearded James.
I've been Bearded Aaron.
And this has been
Beardedbollox.
And remember, you don't even need a spaceship to fulfill your comic book needs.
Just search for a place in space on eBay.